What's up, guys? This is Koi Guy. I just wanted to bring you guys the latest here on the heels of the update dropping today. Koi Tecmo teased an image of the next update. They got a 3 here coming soon. We've got translation has already happened. It says new characters, new boss, music customization, and new mode. So I would think that the new mode would be tied to the new boss. That may also address my concerns about if you have everything unlocked, unique character wise, that you might not have anything to do. So the new mode will probably present some kind of infinite mode if I had to take a guess. I wouldn't think the boss would be like an alternate of Onigashira or something like that. I think it's going to be something a little more in depth. So very exciting. And then we're going to get to the new characters because someone, shout out to Hero on Reddit, was able to discern from looking at these silhouettes who all the characters are. So we're going to do a prediction of what the characters will cost, what their emblems will be. This isn't obviously not. I don't know any of this, and it could be that these aren't the heroes. I mean, I trust Hero here. I agree with what he said. It makes sense. Everything he has in here, the silhouettes line up. So let's get into it. First up here, Toyohisa Shimazu, a fan favorite. He is the nephew of the next character that we'll see here. So I have here KG Koi Guy predictions. Again, we don't know any of this. This is just kind of for fun to kind of guess based on what these heroes have been in the past, what I've seen on the tree and the Hall of Bonded Souls. I'm putting the cost between 1,000 and 2,000 embers. We are looking at trait emblems here of vigor and strength, just based on his weapon being a great axe, based on his profile, personality-wise as a character. The bond emblems, the cards you see below the heroes, I've put Might, Toyotomi, Western Region, Brave General. There might be a theme here of rivalry, some kind of Kyushu thing going on. You'll see later as we uncovered the other heroes that there's a lot of commonality between them. So just keeping that in mind, but based on what we've seen so far for Bond emblems, this is what I would expect to see for this character. Next up, Yoshihiro Shimazu, the uncle of Toyohisa. I am guessing his cost is going to increase a little bit. He is the elder. He is the commander, the general. 1,500 to 3,000 embers. I'm guessing vigor and flame for Yoshihiro Shimazu. He could be a guy that has 3 emblems. I'm just going to keep him at 2 for now with this prediction. Bond emblems, Might, Toyotomi, Western Region, Brave General. I just picked the same as Toshihiro. They have a very same sort of profile here, so not much difference there. Next up here, Motochika Chosukabe. This is a daimyo character, so I'm putting his cost higher, between 3,500 4,500 embers. He has a guitar as a weapon, very cool. I am thinking, based on his moveset in the past, his emblems will be Charm, Wind, and Skill. I considered Wisdom as well, but I settled on Charm. I think Wind is the most likely if I had to take a guess. Once again, Bond emblems, you're going to see that kind of commonality I was talking about. Western Region, Daimyo, Toyotomi, Commander, and I put Grace in here because all the daimyos, for the most part, have 5, which is the maximum. And when you're paying that extra cost for the daimyos, you expect to get additional synergies like we see with Grace, which is kind of an underrepresented emblem at the moment. So here, this is the oddest one to me. Yukimura Sanada Mature. This is a Spirit of the Sanada character. This is a game where there's a young version and then an older version. So predictions here, this is a hard one to predict. I put 2,000 to 3,000 embers. I gave him the same emblems as Yukimura. The current one, fire and skill. Bond emblems, I gave the same with one exception: Brave General, Sanada, Takeda, Torchbearer. Instead of talent, I did Commander. So this one I'm kind of shrugging at. I don't really know how this works if you have both of them on your team, if there's some kind of synergy that happens. Interested to see if that's something that is dealt with mechanically. Here, again, one I'm not as comfortable with, Cha-Cha. This is a character, once again, from Spirit of the Sanada. She is the daughter of Oichi and Nagamasa Azai. I put this cost as the lowest in the bunch, between 1,000 and 2,000 embers. There has to be kind of some lower cost heroes when you are releasing updates like this, in my opinion, for new players. Emblems, Wind, based on the fans she's holding, and Charm. Bond emblems, this one I think I'm pretty confident in. Azai for sure. Flower of War, Grace. I think that's pretty likely to be what we see on the card for Cha-Cha. All right, we're getting into the things that I personally am most excited for. Muneshige Tachibana, predicting here a cost between 2,500 and 3,000 embers. Because he has a shield, I'm giving him strength. He's a sword and shield user, and I'm putting wind here. A lot of his abilities revolved around wind in the previous titles. Bond emblems, Toyotomi, Western region. All the people were on one side of the conflict at the Battle of Sekigahara. That's why that's there. Again, there might be some kind of rivalry card or mechanic that's coming into the game here. So excited to see what that is. King's Shield and Brave General. Those are my picks for Muneshige, the husband of our next character. So we arrive now at the edition that has got me chomping at the bit for this update to be out already. This is my personal favorite Samurai Warriors character. I am predicting a cost for Ginchio Tachibana, user of the Lightning Sword. Incredibly fun hero to play as. Great voice actress. Amazing moveset. Just goes on and on. Extremely fun play style. I'm saying between 3,000 and 4,000 embers here. Emblems, if I'm wrong about anything in this video, I'd be the most shocked if I was wrong about Ginchio having Bolt. I consider giving her double Bolt, and that's it. But I think the skill emblem makes the most sense for her. Emblems here, I put Toyotomi, Western region, talent, commander, brave general. I gave her 5. I don't know if they'll do that. That might be my own bias playing in here, but that's my pick for Ginchio Tachibana. So if I am correct on the high end of all of my predictions, that would be a cost total for these 7 heroes of 21,500 embers to unlock all of them when they come out. My plan is to have 71,500 embers, so that way I can get all of them and unlock Ginchio's unique weapon. If I can't get all of them, I'm gonna take Ginchio's unique weapon. That will be the priority for the video that comes out on the day of the update, which we will do once again. With that being said, we're going to call it here. Thanks for all the support. Thanks again to Hero for the expert work with examining the silhouettes. Really excited for this update, even though we've got so much to learn from the current balance changes that just happened. So thanks for watching, guys. Give it a like. Subscribe if you're following along with what we're doing. Feeling great about the channel so far. Really enjoying it, interacting with you guys. So have a great day. All right, bye.